Hey there, White House High School. I'm Tori Roden.
And I'm Kylie Olson, and welcome to the BDP Beat.
Last week we celebrated homecoming. Spirit Week got off to a sleepy start with Pajama Day on Monday. On Tuesday, students and faculty alike dressed up as the biggest fashion train wreck possible. Hippies chilled in the hallways on Hump Day, while Fake and Injury Day hopefully didn't jinx us on Thursday. It was a happily ever after Friday, with many in their fairy tale best.
The day of homecoming was an exciting day for Blue Devils. The day began with an awesome pep rally and ended with a really strong effort from our football team. The homecoming parade was quite a show with many spectacular floats made by our students and faculty. Congratulations to the sophomores for getting first place with their Rapunzel-themed float. Seniors came in second, followed by freshmen and then juniors.
The homecoming game on Friday night was bittersweet. It was a night of pageantry as the decked-out court took the field during halftime. Brianna Allen was crowned homecoming queen by her escort Brent West. The barn burner of the game left the Devils coming up 2 points shy of a win, in spite of a back-to-back touchdown in the third quarter. On our last broadcast, we promised to give you an update on the ongoing Blue Crew divide. The Blue Crew had a great turnout at the homecoming game, with about 40 people in the student section. Students who attended the game told our sources of the arguing back and forth of who will lead the Blue Crew. During the second quarter, one student created a Twitter poll about who should lead the night, Ashlyn McWilliams or Bradley Cole. We sat down with a student from the Blue Crew to get the take on the situation.
It's gotten worse than it was a few weeks ago. When it comes down to it, we're all Blue Devils and we should all be able to support our team. The Blue Crew, we're all going to work together and we're going to be friends. When they argue, we're just going to sing, "Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?"
One Monday a month, students report to advisory to learn more about grit and how to get more of it in our school culture. Recently, we had the privilege to interview one of White House High's most successful alumni, Kendall Williams, a graduate of class of 2012. Kendall chatted with the BDP Beat about her journey thus far.
Actually, there's some really world-changing stuff going on here, which I enjoy. I was in a minor program at Alabama that was it's called the Computer-Based Honors Program, and it's actually the nation's oldest interdisciplinary undergraduate research program. And so they taught us the basics of some coding, computer languages our freshman year, and then we got to do our own research our sophomore through senior years. So I think having that, because fundamentally a PhD does involve research, my advice to people who haven't been to undergrad yet, as far as how to maybe approach it, is just get as involved as you possibly can. I mean, it's pretty much the same approach as high school, except, you're going to work harder than you ever imagined that you would in high school. I'll admit that I was a bit overwhelmed, probably by like the second semester of my freshman year of undergrad. I wasn't building a resume per se. I didn't do things to build a resume. I was doing things that I loved, but it took a lot of effort. And I had to remind myself that I was involved in a lot of clubs. I was involved in research because I enjoyed it and I knew that there was a bigger purpose to it, which kind of helped me to get through the times when I was feeling very exhausted, staying up late. Do a lot. Be engaged in your communities. Half of the battle in being involved and getting to feel like you have a meaningful place in a community is just showing up. So show up to stuff. Through like middle school and high school, I learned how to use a planner effectively, and that has become essential to my ability to function as a human being since undergrad. So the ability to be organized and manage your time. I think, honestly, just the communities that I was in high school helped a lot with kind of shaping who I was as a person and what I wanted to do going forward. And I think just finding those communities is a good thing. So for me, it was joining the soccer team. I played for 4 years at White House, and also joining the speech team whenever it formed. I think having those core groups of people to, kind of always have by my side, and bounce ideas off of, and just learn how to be a well-rounded human being. Those were some of the best things that I remember about high school. My goal is to learn, and I guess the process of internalizing that fact that my goal is to learn and not to, get hundreds on everything, has been kind of the most relevant challenge to me as of late.
What are some things you recommend students do their first year of college?
Everything. I mean, so you're going to be in a new environment. It's going to be very different from anything you've ever experienced. Honestly, I would recommend going to, wherever you go to college, if you go to college, which not everybody should, but if you want to, I'd highly recommend it. It's a really great way to grow as a person. Pretty much everywhere they'll have clubs and things to get involved in. And if you show up and you don't know anybody else at a club meeting, I guarantee you will make friends, you will make connections, and you will feel more like you belong where you are.
In club news, the speech team has been very successful this year. Amanda Langford broke to quarterfinals in original oratory at Wake Forest. She went on to place first in the event at Coilerville and Portland tournaments. Langford and Lily Pollock placed first recently in duo interpretation, with Caitlin Kiernan taking home third in Coilerville. In recent Portland tournament, Noah Farber took home third place. Shayla Ferguson and Hannah Harvey also in duo and humorous interpretations. Congrats to Ms. Higdon and her team. As we go into this weekend, please remember Mary Keith and her family. Mary undergoes urgent surgery to remove a brain tumor. The BDP Nation is rooting for you, Mary, and we love you. Until next time, thanks for turning into your BDP Beat.
Your face, please stop.
I want y'all to do this dance now. Juju on that beat, juju on that beat, juju on that, juju on that, juju on that beat. Now slide, drop, hit, don't hold, no stop, ayy, don't stop, ayy, don't stop, ayy. Run a man on that beat, ayy, run a man on that beat, ayy, run a man on that beat, ayy, run a man on that beat. Do your dance, do your dance, do your dance, ayy. You ugly, you and your daddy son. I want y'all to do this dance now. Juju on that beat. Juju on that beat, juju on that, juju on that, juju on that beat. Now slide, drop, hit, don't hold, no stop, ayy, don't stop, ayy, don't stop, ayy. Run a man on that beat, ayy, run a man on that beat, ayy, run a man on that beat, ayy. Do your dance, do your dance, do your dance, ayy. You ugly, you and your daddy's son, ayy. Do your dance, ayy. On that beat, juju on that beat, juju on that, juju on that, juju on that beat. Now slide, chop, hit, don't hold, no stop, ayy, don't stop.